Okay, so let's start.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Michael. Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, so tonight we have a sharing session in English language. My name is Sue and I am the MC for tonight. So our speaker tonight is Mr. Michael Chu. He has more than 25 years experience in the trainings industry. So without further ado, I would like to invite Michael Chu. Michael, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, okay, very good evening to every one of you. And thank you. Tonight we have Edwin and Violet to join us in the Tuesday AA Greencell Business Opportunity Online Sharing. So, for your information, Edwin and Violet, because good news also, since we are not so crowded today. So actually, in fact, that I didn't lock out the mic. Mean if halfway, do you have anything you would like to know more further detail, you can always turn on your mic. But I also already asked my colleagues so that if anyone accidentally on their mic, and I mean is just accidentally, we can mute them, the mic is okay. So without further delay, okay, my friend, let me start today my presentation. Okay, so today, same welcome again, I mean, to our Tuesday, okay, our online opportunity meeting. Okay, let me wait, I put out the window. Okay, okay, so I would like to take this opportunity first of all to introduce, or I mean, who is AAA, or we call, usually we refer to AAA. Actually, this company, or our company, already founded in the year 1999 in Los Angeles, California, USA. Mean until today, 2022 is almost 23 years, I can say, right? So, right, if my calculation is not mistake, okay. But in the year 2002, mean after 3 years, then we established our factory back in China, Shanghai. So of course we both maintain the US and the Shanghai, okay, after the 3 years. And then at first I will say that maybe a lot of people in this industrial, what I refer to is network marketing, never hear of AAA since that time. Is very normal because we are not started as a so-called direct selling or network marketing company. What we do previously, actually this company AAA is started as a, I will say, the supplier of high quality beauty raw material to a few renowned brand in the world. I always love to choose these three because I feel that as a Malaysian, we are more familiar with this few brand. For example, the first is Lancome. I think all of us we heard about, okay. The second is Shiseido, and then the third is P&G. Because under P&G flag, they carry a few very successful brand in Malaysian market, such as Dynamo, Pantene, so on. So actually, it's a, I will say that it's a quite renowned brand in the world. Okay, then as also that I will take this opportunity to introduce who is our founder. Okay, our founder is Professor Carl Jung. Okay, so actually who is he? Actually, he is a very famous scientist in USA. Okay, I love to, I mean, introduce more since today, as I said, that not so crowded, right? Why we say that he is a famous scientist in USA? Actually, he born in China. Okay, that's true. And then he went to university in US. After he graduated from university in US, actually he went to Canada. You see the University of Quebec to get his postdoctoral in biology. Okay, but after this postdoctorate, he went back to US to start his business. Then you can see that actually at the year 1999, he found the, first is the AAA is found in USA. Okay, and then he is also the president of the International Society for Cell Rehabilitation. Okay, founder of Cell Bootcamp, founder of Cell Medicine. Okay, what I try to explain these three is he is expert in cell, in human cell. Okay, and then he also known as the father of biological washing in China. What that means, because at first he is famous or because invent all the washing products. Okay, because so-called is a biodegradable, or after wash even the clothes or other thing like the dishwash, everything, when the water is drained out, is really is good for the earth, mean it's very environmental friendly. Okay, and then the following two I would like to emphasize more is when China celebrate their 30th anniversary of reform and opening up, actually he is awarded the top 10 innovative figure in China, because ever since the reform and opening up of China, I already Google, actually they calculate since 1978. So every 10 years, they will award top 10 innovative figure, mean the top 10 person who is contribute the most to the reform and opening up of China. So at the 30th anniversary, okay, so it's a 2008 lah. He is awarded the top 10 innovative figure. And let you know that how precious this award is. At the same year, another gentleman, I think is far more well-known in Malaysia lah, also received this top 10 innovative figure. That person is Jack Ma. So I just try to let you imagine, if Professor Cao can get the same award, same as Jack Ma, okay, the founder of Alibaba, everyone know, so it means something. And then after another 10 years, at China 40th anniversary of reform and opening up, Professor Cao once again awarded the top 10 figure, but this time is more precisely as an outstanding scientist. So it's not easy, right, my dear friends? Because as we know, China is a huge country, even in terms of population. So means there's a lot of people, means a lot of doctor, a lot of scientists, but among all the scientists who can get the outstanding scientist at this, very important anniversary of China is something not easy, means something. And also, Professor Cao Zhang is awarded by the United Nations Lifetime Achievement Award in the year 2019. Okay, of course, Professor Cao also is the author of a few books, and okay, and actually he himself is a singer also. Okay, come back, my friends. Actually, today, I believe why we gather here. Maybe your friend told you that, oh, AAA is very famous of the hydrogen water, something like that, right? So I always would like to bring out this issue, start from this story from Northern Germany, because I always ask myself, since Professor Cao Zhang, invent a lot of products, what is the thing that trigger him has the needs or want to invent so-called this hydrogen rich water machine? Okay, actually start from Northern Germany, because why, my friends? At this small countryside, I always call this place kampong, because until now there's only around 200 plus residents in this place only. But what Northern is famous of is that because it is a miracle water. Means at this Northern Germany, this place, inside there is a cave, okay, and inside the cave that there's a spring water. Okay, they call it the miracle water. Mean a lot of people have all kind of the health issue around the world. They went to this place, drink the water, and they get a very good result. Okay, also I would like to bring you back to some time. Since when this Northern is so famous? Actually, I want to bring back everyone to the year 1986, because at the year 1986 there is a incidents happened in this world. Actually, it's one of the recorded worst accident or in the history. That incident is the history of what accident is the nuclear power plant explosion. This happened in Chernobyl. Chernobyl, actually last time they call it Russia, but now they call Ukraine. But I believe that now Ukraine also make a lot of the what they call the title in the newspaper, because with recently all the political issue, everything. Okay, Chernobyl is one of the city in Ukraine. At that time, 1986, what happened was the nuclear power plant explosion. Explosion means what? All the radiation escape from the so-called the nuclear plant. So that affect more than 500,000 people at that country. Even they say even the neighboring country also. So a lot of the residents there caught all kind of the rare disease, especially cancer, the skin cancer, lymphatic cancer, all kind of cancer. And then what is this Chernobyl incident related to Northern now? Okay, let me share with you a story, and later I will tell you where we learn all this come from. And then at that time, during the year 1990s, okay, the owner of this miracle water cave is owned by a family called Thomas. We call them Thomas family. And then this Thomas and the wife actually invited a group of children from Chernobyl all the way to Northern now. Why? Because they get the news that so pity, this group of children, they get their, I mean, so-called the cancer is the last stage already. So at that time, Thomas said that, okay, how about I want to give them a wonderful memory. Sorry to say that before they left this world. So that they invite a group of children all the way come to Northern now, go inside the cave to play, to drink water, anything. But what miracle happened after that? After that, I think it's after a few months, one of the kids, okay, so-called the lymphatic cancer is 100% recover. Actually, I Googled last week. Actually, it's a 18 years old, they still call kids teenager. Is 100% recover from his last stage of the lymphatic cancer. Okay, and then other kids also all have different stage of this, recovery. So since the spread of words of mouth to mouth, okay, during the year 1990, this place was so famous already. So during the 1990s and the year 2000, these 20 years, already attracted more than 2 million visitors around the world, not only from Germany, but around the world, all the way to this place, okay, to get taste of the water and really get very good result. Okay, so actually this news, of course, not only attracted all the patients from all around the world, also attract a lot of the scientists, especially doctor, okay, go to make the scientific exhibition to Northern now. So as everyone expected, the story go to, it is a true story. Professor Cao Zhang also is one of the doctor or the scientist that attracted to this location. Okay, so this is Professor Cao Zhang went to the Northern now, this so-called the cave. Okay, I want to make the story simple. Okay, actually, Professor went to this place 3 times. Why 3 times? Actually, the first time, Professor went there only to collect the water as a sample and bring the water sample all the way back to US to make all kind of experiment. But the result come out is rather disappointed. Why? Because this is a normal mineral water. But in the heart of a scientist, he think that there's no way a normal mineral water can cure a lot of so-called the disease or can get improvement. Okay. So after a few years, he went back again to this Northern now the second time. Still the same. He still went back to just collect the water, and this time he bring all the way to back to the factory in China to do all kind of tests. But the result came out also same. Mean just like a normal mineral water only. So after that, another year, this time professor think that there must be something special about this cave. So the third time for the year 2004, okay, he went back 2014, okay, he went back to this Northern now cave with the whole group of the scientists to do so-called the on-site experiment, scientific experiment. So make the story more simple. At first, he found out that what is special of this case is when the water is still inside the cave, it's very rich in hydrogen, very rich in hydrogen. And professor thought that, this makes sense. Why make sense? Because as we know, since if we still remember when we in high school, we learned about this periodic table. Where is hydrogen H? Actually, hydrogen H is ranked number 1. What means number 1? Means is among all these elements, hydrogen is the tiniest and also the lightest element in the known universe. Okay, so means this hydrogen, when we start to bring the water out of this cave, the hydrogen will escape after a few hours. So no wonder all the water sample bring all the way back to China, back to US. When reach there, all the hydrogen already 100% escape. So they cannot leave any trace inside the water. This is the first thing. But the second thing is before professor came out from the cave, he also noticed another strange thing. Since this cave actually is a mine cave, abandoned mine cave, it's so deep inside, like around 100 meters. So there's no sunlight can reach inside the cave. But what happened is in the cave, they have some green plant. And my dear friend, we can see the light here is professor say because they refresh a spotlight just for the purpose of taking photograph. Okay. So they say there's no sunlight in the cave. Why there's a green plant? Because we all know that from our common sense, for a plant need to grow up, they need a few criteria. Of course, they need water, they need air, they need the tanai to the dirts, right? What we call, okay. But also they need sunlight because for them to go through the process of photosynthesis, so the plant can create, or we say that produce their own food, okay. But professor said that, hey, how come there's no sunlight can reach this cave so deep inside, but there's still a green plant? So after do all kind of experiment, they found the second thing. Because in this cave, there's one thing very high, we call quantum energy. Because this is patent right by Professor Cao Zhang. So it named this quantum energy. This energy is so high until can substitute the sunlight to help the plant to go through the process of photosynthesis to produce their own food. So after got these two, summary, professor is so happy. So on the way, came out, okay, professor also interviewed or talked or spoke to the person all around the world, went there all the way to drink water. The professor found that among them, there is a breast cancer patient. There's also some people who got diabetic problem, got heart disease problem, and some is got very serious rheumatism also. So after that, this is the Professor Cao Zhang with his research team. This is formed by the scientists from US, of course, from China, of course, also some is from German itself, okay. This is all so-called the water specialists, okay. And then also professor also exchange research with the Northern Now chief physician, Dr. Tapseski, because we can imagine that I already make the calculation, make the math. Within 20 years, 2 million visitors mean every day is around 300 plus visitors. But the main point is all these visitors is not go there for one day only. Because from all this research and exchange, the interview, professors found that most of the patients, they went there, they will stay there for at least 2 to 3 months. And every day they went in the cave, okay, for 3 times a day. And then even some, they went back there annually. Mean every year they keep on going back to the cave because they believe that can make a more permanent, okay, result or recovery from their problem. And of course, last but not least, Professor Cao Zhang also confirmed the Chernobyl nuclear accident with the Thomas. I heard that this is the grandchildren of that time. So actually it's his grandpa and grandma who bring those group of kids all the way from Chernobyl, go to, this Northern Now. Okay, so here, we also have think of something, spoke to professor. The best way, of course, is for us all, fly ourselves, go to Northern Now, right, to experience this very good phenomenon. They call it Northern Now phenomenon. But we also, there's an estimated expenses to went all the way to Northern Now, inclusive the return air ticket. And actually, we need to pay entrance fee to go inside for the cave. Every time is £8, okay, per visit, okay. And then we say that go in 3 times a day, 3 months, plus the hotel lodging, plus all the food expenses. One person easily will need to fork out around 40,000 ringgit Malaysia. Mean it's around 10,000 US dollars. But I always think, that should to say, if we have some close relative who get this so-called the uncured problem, mostly there's some people really can fork out this 40,000 ringgit Malaysia is not issue. But I always feel that the biggest issue is not about money. It's about we need to put behind our family, our job, our business. When all the way stay in at Northern Now there 2 to 3 months a year, there's something not easily, can done by some of the people. So thanks to professor, I always say that because the intention is we don't have to fly all the way to Northern Now. As long as we own this so-called quantum energy, hydrogen-rich water processor, our whole family can enjoy the benefit of the water. Because this machine is, how do I would say, simulate exactly the same scenario as in the Northern Now cave. but with a better result because with a more stable, I will say that effect. Okay. So professor also that, since I said that actually he is the expert of the cell, so he always quote that, why do people get sick? And he said that there's only one disease in the world we call cell disease. Mean because we are formed by around 60 trillion of cell, right? 6 trillion or 60 trillion of cell, right? Our whole body. Mean as long as all our cell is healthy, our body will be very healthy, right? So only when our cell gets sick, then we'll start to become sick or start to get sick. And since professor is the expert in cell, right? He himself, I was always say that is the best testimonial of, he is in China, not only say that is a stop aging, but as even is reverse aging, because as long as we know how to take care of our cell body, okay, so every year actually we can have some so-called this reverse aging effect. So this professor himself, the photo 10 years ago, 5 years ago, he always loved to joking. 10 years ago, the photo looked like his father. 5 years ago, his photo looked like his brother. And now this is the real himself. Okay, so coming back, I bring back the story. Okay, because with the, I will say that the advancement of the medical science nowadays, all the scientists or the doctor already recover that the main factor of early aging and the shortened life expectancy in human is caused by free radical. Okay, before the next slide, I'm talking about what is free radical. Maybe the first thing is we think that can we escape or can we free from free radical? Actually, it's impossible because we need to breathe every day, right? In the air, where can we find the so-called the free radical, the source of free radical? Actually, in the air pollution, in the radiation, because nowadays everyone will have a few of this one, right? Okay, and then even caused by smoking, caused by all kind of pesticide, herbicide, stress. I believe that everyone, especially now the people we live in city area, has stress, right? Yeah, especially during this pandemic period, all the alcohol abuse, drug abuse, all this can cause different level of free radical. Okay, let us talk about science. Actually, what is free radical? In terms of science, okay, the how to say, they use the word that free radical is something that is unstable. Unstable actually, there was science that mean this element actually they lack of one electron. So what we do, they lack one electron. When they go inside our body, they will try to steal one electron from the healthy cell and then plug to themselves to make themselves stable. But in the end, this so-called the healthy cell become unstable, right? But put aside the science, my dear friend, I will feel that sometimes the science is very boring, okay? We just imagine like free radicals is like a terrorist inside our body. Once these terrorists go inside our body, they will start to make different kind of damage to all the healthy cell. And then, okay, today I would like to talk further longer is, actually, I think around 10 years back, I go through a seminar, so-called an expert in cancer in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. Okay. He also explained that actually every one of us, we got so-called the cancer cell inside our body. Everyone agree, right? Only when the amount is not excess or inside control amount is still okay. Actually, what is so-called the cancer cell? They said that actually our cell is, I would say that very, I will say smart, very smart, advanced. Why? They know where to grow the right thing. For example, they know that on top of our hair, I mean our head, we need to grow hair here. At the nail of the fingertips, we need to grow the so-called the nail here. But because why? Because they are so, I will say that intelligent, the word, sorry, intelligent. Because all the cell inside, we got one thing we call DNA. Everyone heard of that, right? So if this kind of the so-called the free radical, they just make damage on the surface of the cell, is still okay. How about we have too many free radical, they until destroy the DNA inside the cell. So the cells start not intelligent. They grow at, maybe they on the forehead, they start to grow the nail. This one so-called cancer. The doctor say cancer mean the cell, they grow the wrong cell at the wrong place and then uncontrollable. Okay, please forgive my English. Hopefully you can understand. I try my best to explain to you because that seminar, what I listen is in Mandarin. So actually now, all kind of the scientific proof that's already show that all kind of diseases, for example, diabetic, blood vessel blockage, cancer, stroke, and so on, is caused by too many so-called free radical inside our body. Even in the books of professor, he also quote that actually when our body is more, too excessive, that of the free radical, like maybe 15%, 1.5, more than normal people, we start to get some sickness. And then like cancer is maybe our body is 30% more of other, more this so-called the free radical than normal people. That's the starting of the cancer, maybe first stage, and then the so on, second stage, and so on. So my friend, what is the benefit or what is the help of our water processor toward this problem, free radical? How we get rid of this free radical? Okay, just let everyone know a very simple concept. Actually, our processor or professor somehow they found a way to separate the H2 from the O, because we all know that water, the scientific name is H2O. When H2O means 2 hydrogen with 1 oxygen combined together, that's in form of water. So inside our processor, somehow we have the way to separate this, so become a lot of H2 still inside the water, a lot of H2. And then when this H2, we drink it, more H2 inside our body, when they meet the O, they will bond together and become H2O. And then what is this O, my friend? Actually, O is we so-called free radical. So before I go inside this topic, maybe a lot of people think that, hey, Michael, something not right, right? Since young in the school time, we all thought that oxygen is good thing, good guy, right? Why you say that now O is free radical? Actually, yes, no mistake. But we know that oxygen is good, but we forget that oxygen that we breathe in, our body can make use to burn to get energy is O2. You still remember? Mean there's a 2 oxygen molecule bond together. O2 is the air that we can breathe. Actually, the so-called the single O or singular O is a free radical. Or will you still remember that? For example, last time we do experiment apple. If we cut the apple in the half, we put on the table. Let's say after 30 minutes, what will happen to the apple, my dear friends? Maybe the apple will become so-called yellowish, right? Okay, forgive my words. You say yellowish, I will say that. And then what teacher told us? Oh, this apple had been oxidized. Do you hear the word oxidize? Oxidize actually is come from the word oxygen. Okay, so my dear friends, actually this is a very excited, I will say that discovery, because professor know that after we drink the hydrogen-rich water, so that's why we say that we will combine with this, all the single O become water, and water itself is harmless to our body. We just go to the so-called answer the call of nature, and then we can get rid of the water out of our body. So for those friends who have a lot of, I will say that excessive so-called the free radical inside our body, professor always say if we drink 2 cups of this so-called hydrogen-rich water, maybe we will go to toilet and then put out 3 cups, because the first 2 cups is the water that we drink in, but the 3rd cup actually is the water that is a highly oxidized, means is this H2 combined with the O. Okay, so the first mean the more we drink this water, the more will help us get rid of so-called the free radical. This is the first. And then the second, I would also like to touch the topic, because our machine is so-called, we name AAA quantum energy hydrogen rich water processor, right? And then what is the good of quantum energy? Because just now we only explained about hydrogen rich water, right? But before I go into this topic, and just now I also would like to remind everyone that, as I say, because hydrogen is the tiniest element in the universe as we know. So we need to drink the water fresh. After we process the water around 3 to 4 hours, all the hydrogen will escape slowly. After 3 to 4 hours, will nearly 100% escape already. So we need to drink the water fresh. But professors also know that now the modern lifestyle, a lot of us, we need to work. So that's why professors also came out with the AAA portable quantum energy hydrogen water bottle. This portable means we can bring this to everywhere, to the workplace, or even when we travel, and we just process, we just drink on the spot, process and drink on the spot. That's why we come out a portable form of the quantum energy hydrogen water. Okay, my dear friend, let me go inside the second topic. What is the good or the function or the advantages of quantum energy help us? Okay, actually the quantum energy, the main point is help us for the blood circulation. How is that so? What is this, my dear friend? Let us imagine actually this is our blood vessel. Okay, blood vessel. Everyone know that since we born, our blood vessel was so clean. Okay. And then, but with the time being, some of this particle form or stuck at the wall of the blood vessel. Actually, what is that? Some of us, we call this cholesterol, some we call that triglyceride and blood lipid and so on. My dear friend, where does this come from? Actually come from our food. I would say that, I mean our favorite food. This is my favorite, my dear friend. Also come from this, also come from this. Okay, my friends. And then the more we eat this one, I think all this food is quite famous among us Malaysian. Okay. And then the more we eat this food, mean our blood vessel will, all the clogging at the side will become more narrow already, right? So original there's 3 lane, like the highway in KL, but now become 1 lane. Okay. Of course, will be very jammed. And then, but there's also good news. There's also so-called the metal element, mineral, or we call, mineral element inside our blood, right? What is that so? Do you hear that we say that in our blood we have Fe, what is that? Iron, we have calcium, we have so-called magnesium, Na, K, and zinc, and so on. All this is so-called mineral element. The good news is all this mineral element will have a resonant effect with the quantum energy. Because in the processor, we already charge our water with this so-called quantum energy. And the good news is, because we say that because they charge 2 things, one is we create a lot of hydrogen inside, the second is quantum energy. Because the hydrogen will escape during 3 to 4 hours time, but the quantum energy, the so-called can last for a few weeks in the water, but of course, we won't put the water there a few weeks, then drink. Mean that after we drink this water, the quantum energy will charge or will resonate with all these mineral element, make this element, I would say, that vibrate in the ultra super high frequency. As they vibrate, they will help our blood vessel to clean all this so-called the cholesterol, triglyceride, blood lipid, everyone from our blood cell. So make our highway clean again. So in this case, this will help to improve our blood circulation. So as a simple summary, it says that now with the advancements of the medical nowadays, already clinically proven that effective towards what? Towards all kind of health problem, as long as they are caused by too excessive of free radical inside our body or caused by the poor blood circulation. So as long as caused by these 2 effects, all this will get a very so-called good improvement, including so-called the cancer, brain tumor, headache, stomach pain, insomnia, and so on, my dear friends. Okay, so as a summary also, actually this is something that we found on internet. We found internet, they make a summary is the so-called the function of hydrogen-rich water inside our human body. There's a 12 main help or 12 main effect. The first will help us reduce so-called the high blood pressure problem. And then the second is improve the diabetic condition. So I would like to emphasize more on this diabetic problem, because this is really some serious problem now we face in Malaysia. Because this recently I get from KKM. Okay, KKM also announced that every 1 out of 5 adults in Malaysia, we are facing this so-called diabetic problem. Okay, even we aware or unaware. Okay, so actually this is a very big problem of Malaysian. Also the good, the other way, we can see that as a business person, this also is a very huge market share. Okay, and then the third is the prosthesis problem. Is very good news for the guys, and also they treat the so-called the superficial gastric problem. Okay, and then remove all kind of stone, what gallstone, kidney stone, bladder stone, and this kind. And then the 6th is also good good news for the ladies also, as they have a very good effect on the so-called the gynecological disease, uterine fibroid, cysts, and etc. and so on. And also will help to fight arthritis, improve arthritis problem, conditioning gout problem. Okay, control hair loss, improve stroke recovery, prevent heart disease, even not only high blood pressure problem, even the low blood pressure, because it will help us to stabilize our blood pressure, and then will help in loss weight and anti-aging also. Okay, so also there's a comparison of the red blood cell, the activity for the person who before drink the so-called hydrogen-rich water and after drink the hydrogen-rich water. Because before drink the water, all the blood cell was stuck together, like we say congested like a traffic jam. But after drink, all the red blood cell is so active, running so fast. Although this is not a video, okay. But I would like to take this, opportunity to share with you some of our product testimony. Actually, all this is sent back from our customer. Okay. So the first, I would like to talk about the stroke. I believe this is a stroke. You see this, Mr. from Miri. He has experienced stroke for 15 years, and after consume the AAA water for only 3 days. Of course, my dear friend, I always say that I cannot guarantee everyone the 3 days got the same effect because our body condition is vary from person to person, right? But in this case, only after 3 days, the hand can be lifted again, my friend. And then this lady is from police. Also is got the stroke problem for almost 2 years. Okay, almost 2 years. Okay, and then after drink AAA water for only 1 month, you see, after 1 month, the hand and feet can be easily lifted again and move. Only the second month later, the miracle happened. Is she can stand up and walk around again. So this is for the, stroke patient. Why not? Okay, so to try it because this is a very good news. Also, okay, let us come back. This lady is from Sandakan, is the diabetic. I will say that the so-called the blood sugar problem. Actually, this is during one of our very, very early days of our testimony. Where at that time, sometimes we do some, some seminar, okay, road trip around the Malaysia. This is in Sandakan. Actually, this lady unaware of her condition because she was the highest among all the participants who do the blood sugar test, high until 25.2. And this selling is someone who's selling diesel in Satan. Actually, we asked her, do you aware of your blood sugar so high? She said, no, I never do any checkup because I'm so scared. So that because she is selling the diesel, he said maybe after selling the left one, don't want to throw away, not so waste, just drink and then become so high. Okay, so after drinking 5 glasses of the water, it dropped to 21.5. Okay, only 1 hour, dropped 4 points already. So she tried continue to drink our water. And after 2 weeks, it dropped to 7.4. Okay, and as I know that maintained until now. Okay, so this is some testimony in the East Malaysia. And then also, I would like to talk about this. This is the more recent. I think it's the last year, the testimony. Actually, he is a retired policeman. Actually, at first, he drink the water is because of the blood sugar problem from 13.6. After 1 hour, dropped to 9.9. So he continued to drink the water. But after 3 weeks, there's something unexpected happened because he didn't tell us that actually he got the problem of the kidney failure. In fact, he need to went to do the dialysis after 3 weeks. But after 3 weeks, when he go to see the doctor, because he already so-called install the machine on the hand, but he go to, before he do the dialysis, the doctor make the checking again. The doctor so surprised. He said, what you have been doing? I don't know, but at least today you no need to start your dialysis. You only come back to see me after 3 months. Okay, mean that everything is improved, the condition. So he was so happy, so happy. Okay, so this is something unexpected. And then Mr. David from 21.5, okay, after drinking the water, dropped to 13.8. This is a big difference. So he decided to purchase a water processor. After he drank for 3 days, the reading continued drop to 8.7. Okay, so this our Indian friend is from my hometown. So I would like to talk more also because actually he is the employee of my friends, my primary school mate. I lost contact with this friend more than 30 years, okay, until we met in AAA. Actually, at first, because my friend also, when he brought the so-called the blood sugar checking machine, so eager to make all the testing, so he went back to Penang to try on his employee. So that the employee said that, boss, no need to check, no reading one, tak ada bacaan. Actually, we not understand what mean no reading. So first time do the checking, only come out towards HI. So no reading mean it's too high. So my friend forced him to drink the water. After 30 minutes, this is 2019, 2 years ago. Okay, 12th of July. The reading first come out, and now can see the reading already. 30.5, my dear friend. I never see the reading so high, to be honest. And then my friend keep on force this fella to drink the water. After 2 hours, dropped to 26.8. And then this 17th of July, mean after 5 days, dropped to 18.1. Actually, at that time, he was so happy already. Because the next month I go back to Penang to do the seminar, he bring the whole family come. Actually, he's so happy. He said because for a long time, I never see the reading start from 1 already. Okay, so continue 15.6, 13.5. Why I would like to share this testimony, because actually the last one at that time, my friend was not in the office. And then at that day when he checked in the office, the other colleagues showed that, hey, come, we do the test. He said, no, don't test. I don't want to disappoint our boss, because today he said that I feel that my appetite so good. So I only know that he drinks some tetarate, because you know tetarate in Malaysia here, even with kurang manis also very, very manis, right? And then he also eat two things. I forget, either it's nasi lemak or chicken rice, I forget already. He said because the appetite is so good. But my friend employee said that, okay, it's okay, come and check. And then the result come out 8.8. So this is something really miracle. He was so happy. So actually, this is young people, 22 years old, but he was diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 12, my friend, and need to make the injection insulin of 4 times a day. So actually, I show this example is what? Now, so-called the diabetic problem, not only the problem of the elderly people. Now the generation, even the young generation also facing this so-called the diabetic problem. Okay, continue to drink 8.6, 4.7, and then these young people also. So I just want to mention is really this diabetic problem is no age specific already now. All these diseases have been all around all the age demographic, okay? And we have so many, I mean, so-called the testimony from tested countless times, just consume AA, quantum energy, hydrogen-rich water, an hour later, all the blood sugar reading drop. So my friend, I just encourage, if touch wood, we have some friends of us who really face this problem, why not just give a try? Just give a try. If they have good result, then they can consider whether they want to own this machine or not. Okay, let us share something a bit different. Actually, this lady is lost the smell and the taste in eating. Luckily, this is before this pandemic. If not, I think she'll be so worried. And then start to drink this water. Okay, just after a few days, he get back, okay, the taste and then the so-called the smell. So he start introducing friend to drink the water. So happy. Okay, and then we also have some testimony from skin problem. Okay, okay, my friends, come to, maybe you ask me, Michael, how much that is cost our so-called this quantum energy hydrogen rich water processor? Okay, the actually we sell it for 8,990, mean 8,990 ringgit, my friend. Actually, this machine, we call it the machine, actually is certified, or I will say that by recognized by FDA, okay, as a so-called the medical devices. Okay, 8,990, because this one we can use for the whole family, right? And then, but don't worry, if we divided by 12 months, mean 1 month is only 750 for the whole family. And then another good news, actually we provide a 3 years warranty. So I further divided by 3 years, everyone mean only 250 per month. Why I say only, forgive I use this word, because if not this, maybe we have the so-called the health food, everything, we buy this brand, that brand, all the health food we consume, all kind of vitamins, actually sometimes cost more than this, right? For the whole family. And this is only one-time investment for the whole family. Okay, so let's say that in our family we have 4 person, mean only average around 83 ringgit per month for every person. If divided by 30 days, 1 day is less than 3 ringgit, my dear friends. Okay, so okay, secondly, also I would like to take this opportunity to introduce, there's a new product. New product mean this product only come out last April, if not mistaken. We call it quantum energy hydrogen purifier. Actually, what this machine do, actually this is produce gas. Produce, I mean hydrogen and oxygen, but in the gas form. Mean we direct inhale this hydrogen and oxygen gas to our body. Okay, and actually this is very good for, especially nowadays, because we're facing this pandemic problem, because we drink the water is good enough, but the water will go through our digestive system, right? But when we inhale the gas will go through our lung first. And we all know that nowadays this so-called the virus is attack our lung first, right? So that, my friends, actually in the year 3 years ago, 2019, there's 4 very famous academicians from China. They launched or co-authored a book called cancer control. Mean just now already explained to you, hydrogen actually is so-called the antioxidant, right? Mean this so-called antioxidant thing is really very good for preventing the cancer or even controlling the cancer. But what more than that is, my dear friend, this Zhong Nanshan, I think Zhong Nanshan nowadays is very famous because he's a very successful expert to help the China get rid of this so-called pandemic. They have been under control so well. Okay, so he also on the version 8 of his so-called the COVID-19 treatment program, also he mentioned that hydrogen oxygen mixed inhalation is used as a complementary treatment of COVID-19 and is widely used in the hospital in mainland China nowadays. Why I want to show you this? Because I want to mention this thing. Actually, they say the best ratio or the golden ratio of use as a complementary treatment for COVID-19 is hydrogen versus oxygen should be in the ratio of 66.6% of hydrogen compared to 33.3% of oxygen. This is exactly the ratio that produced by our oxy-hydrogen purifier, my dear friend. And not only from China, the report. Okay, and even nowadays from the KKM, you can go to the KKM website and see for yourself. So-called there's some article that molecular hydrogen therapy for management of the COVID-19 also state that actually the inhaling of this hydrogen gas is as an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, okay, anti-ptotic and so kind of thing. I mean, all kind of thing. Okay, and it's very good. Okay, and not only one, also the oxy-hydrogen generator for the management of COVID-19. So this is a good news. And this is sadly said, some of our customer, unfortunately, they also catching the COVID-19 along the way. But good news is they think of, how about I use the inhaler because the gas. So all of them, they get a very smooth healing process from the COVID-19. Of course, we know that COVID-19, most of the people will get through it, but only in the process, they feel better. Most of them, they also share that after the second or third day, they do the inhalation, they spit out a lot of the very thick, I mean, the what we call the thing come out. So this is something that block our lung. Okay. So my friend, so today the products until here. Okay. So our 5G quantum energy hydrogen water processor or the portable bottle or even our quantum energy hydrogen purifier was certified by FDA and also TUV. In fact, TUV also is a very trusted so-called the verification body from Germany. Heard that this have been around the world more than 130 years in history. Okay, so lastly, because since we say that tonight is the opportunity meeting, I also would like to take this opportunity to share with you of our marketing plan. Mean if you really after drink the water or inhale the gas and then you get a very good result and then you start to confidence that, okay, how about if I introduce some of my friend? What is it in for me? What is my benefit I will enjoy? Okay, let's share with you. Actually, our marketing plan very simple. The first that if we purchase either a water processor, actually it costs us 8,990, or even the purifier, it costs us 9,980, 9,090. We will automatically become the agent, also called the distributor of AAA company without any extra charge. So what is the benefit of becoming an agent or distributor? The first, if we introduce this so-called the water machine to our friends A, we will get a sponsor bonus in cash term of 619 ringgit. But we also award you with the shopping coin, mean in the voucher, worth is a 3,096 ringgit, my dear friend. Yes. And then good news is this shopping coin or shopping voucher, you can change or exchange any products from our company. You can use it partly, can change to a smaller product, or even you decide to accumulate a few vouchers to change our water machine, our purifier, also can. There's no time limit. Okay, so give you another further example. If you introduce another friend B to purchase a water processor, we also will enjoy a sponsor bonus of 619 ringgit in terms of cash, another shopping coin of 3,096 ringgit, my dear friends. So another good news, once we introduce every two friends, mean A and B, company will award you with a third bonus we call level bonus, 3,096 ringgit Malaysia. Good news in terms of cash. Okay, so let me make a simple summary here first. Mean every 2 machine you introduce to your friend, the total benefit we will receive is 10,526, if not mistaken, 10,500 plus. In terms of 619 plus 619 plus 3096 in cash mean 4,334 ringgit in cash plus 6,192 in terms of shopping coin or in terms of voucher. Mean if you introduce 3 people, you will get a free water machine already. So a lot of people ask me, okay, Michael, let's say, how about I have a lot of friends? I love to do introduce the machine myself. I don't want to build group. What is my benefit? I say you can count every 2, you got 10,000. Mean if you yourself introduce 20 to your friend, you get 100,000. If you introduce 20 machine to your friend in 1 year, mean 1 year you get 100,000. That's all. Okay. So if you introduce 40, you got 200,000 and so on. Okay, let me continue. Actually, there's another benefit. Let's say tomorrow, your friend A introduce another friend, which is you don't know. Friend B also introduce another water machine, which we don't know. You will still enjoy the level bonus of 3,096 ringgit, my dear friends. Let's say give another example. As long as a group A in the new level, 1 more come in. B side at the new level and the 1 more come in. So we call level bonus 3,096 ringgit still enjoyed by you, my dear friend. And then until what level you will enjoy? The good news is unlimited level. So let me explain to you. I make it more exaggerate. Let's say today if for A straight line go down 10 machine, B straight line go down 10 machine, that's mean you will enjoy 30,960 ringgit. Okay, cash from the company. There's no limit. Okay. So, but why the drawing is like that? We call LB is level bonus. Because start from level 4 and onwards, you will enjoy another new benefit. We call it pairing bonus of 13%. But make it simple, forget about all these percent. Mean if there's 1 extra account here, 1 extra account here on the B, okay, let's say that you will enjoy a pair and will give you a 805 ringgit cash, my friend. Okay, let me use the example. Let's say you have 2 new friends here in the A side and 2 new friends on the B side. The first account and the first account left and right will earn you a level bonus of 3,000 ringgit, 3096. And then an extra account in the A and extra account in the B will let you earn a pair of pairing bonus is worth 805 ringgit, my dear friend. Mean you will earn level bonus but pairing bonus. But give another example. How about let's say the next level, you got 4 new member here and 4 new member and B. Always remember the good news is the first in the left and the first in the right will always let you earn the level bonus of 3,096 ringgit. The extra 3 on the right and 3 on the left mean you have 3 pair of the pairing bonus. 805 times 3 will let you earn a 2,415, my dear friend. Means today your earning of level bonus plus pairing bonus alone is 5,500 something like that. Okay, and then of course because of the pairing bonus you can multiply. Not only the first. So of course we have a so-called the daily max out. A daily max out for pairing bonus will let you earn up to 30,000 ringgit a day, my dear friend. Yes, 30,000 a day. Means time 30 days in a month. Your potential earning for the pairing bonus alone is 900,000 ringgit, my dear friend. And this is exclusive of unlimited level of the level bonus. And beside this, we still have another bonus we call matching bonus. Matching bonus, it will let you to earn up to 6 generation. The first generation is 10%. The second until 6th generation is 5%. What does this mean? Okay, let me do some explanation. Let's say in this scenario, you introduce A and B. A and B is your first generation. When A start to enjoy his or her pairing bonus, you will start to enjoy 10% of his pairing bonus, become matching bonus. Mean if A earn 800, you will get extra 80 ringgit. Mean if A enjoy 2,004, you will get 240. If A earn 30,000, you will earn extra 3,000. If A earn this 30,000 every day, mean you will get extra 3,000 every day. So I also would like to remind you, there's no limit how many person you introduce. Let's say you introduce 10 person. All this 10 person is considered as your first generation. If this 10 person introduce another 10 person, mean your generation, the second generation, you got 100 people. So I would like to do this explanation is I just want to remind you that 6th generation is not only 6 people. It maybe could be 6 people, could be 60, could be 600, and so on, and 6,000 also. There's no limit. Okay, my dear friend. And then the last but not least, we also have a so-called another bonus is you can enjoy your placement upline. 5% of his pairing bonus. Yes, upline, placement upline. Maybe you never hear of this kind of plan. Up to 3 times your investment of 8,990. Mean if you come in, the first purchase was 8,990. The 5% from outline, you will accumulate until 26,970. Then you will stop this 5%. If you come in with the purchase of the Oxy Hydro, 9,990, mean you will earn up to 29,970. Then you stop this 5% earning. Okay. So my friend, as a conclusion, just some so-called the friendly reminder. Okay. Okay, let me go to the last slide. The reminder is our bonus are calculated daily. So the second is there's no monthly. Let me go. I go too fast already. There's no money maintenance, my dear friends. And then only with the condition, the first is the first sponsor, mean your first introduce your friend must placement on your left hand side, mean your group A. And then another one is all cash bonus, as I mentioned just now, the 619, the 3096 with in terms of the cash or the 805, okay, are divided into 80% we pay you cash, 20% we give you products. Good news is this 20% of products, you can choose your own choice. We are not forcing you to get anything that you don't like, okay? And then, of course, you can cash out every day, but every 15th on 30th of each month, we call cash out date, mean only at this 2 dates, we will cash the money and bank into your bank, Okay, my dear friends, thank you so much for you to with us this very wonderful evening.